Hey everyone, I have a fun tutorial. This is called a pocket book. Now I absolutely did not come up with this. I found this on a blog called Jamie Pate and it was on Pinterest. Now our methods are different because she was using dies. So I just wanted to use and make this really simple without having to do a lot of cuts. So I kind of did mine in sheets, but I just thought it was so brilliant and I love it. And you can see it's just like a little book, right, with just pockets, and it's really easy. I feel like this is great for the upcoming spring holidays and all that because you could put little treats and things like that inside of it and cards. So I'm going to show you how I did mine. She did not really have a tutorial for this. It was kind of like just a blog. So it's just really just this dangling on and it's really just pockets. So again, she used pocket dies. So she probably put the cover on and then put a back piece. I'm just using one sheet of double-sided paper. So you can see, and there's not a lot of scoring on this, but it's got still a lot of wiggle room. So you can see it's just like a little door effect. And you've got another one, and I just tried to make it so that the pockets kind of really show off some fun, but at the same time you can add stuff to it. And then she had like a back cover on here. There was no pocket, but I thought that was nice because that's where you can hide your little scores. Now you could also just fold the paper back and you don't have to look at that, but I just wanted to see how it goes, or you could even just stick it on this. It's really just preference, and I'll show you as I go along. But isn't it adorable? And it looks so much more than it is, probably with the ribbon. It looks like, you know, a real book, and you could obviously adjust this to any size you want. So when you see my technique, you'll be like, oh duh. Okay, so page 1. From my measurements, page 1, my little back piece right here, that's just going to be a 6 by 6.5 inch paper. So 6-inch wide, length is 6.5. Okay, just for reference, because that can be confusing. And I definitely almost ripped my paper right there. Okay, next we're going to do that second layer. So I'm going to go from back to front. Okay, so you know what kind of papers to pick. So I just kind of like stack mine up and eyeball it to see how it's going to look. So page 2, oh boy, I left my scoreboard on the floor. Let me grab that. Does anyone else work? I love working on the floor and I know it's not good for me, so I try not to. Okay, so here we go. So this is going to be page number 2. And page 2 is going to be 5.5 inches by 12 inches, okay? And at the 12-inch score, we are going to score it at 1/2 inch and 6.25 inch. So that's going to be our little tab right here for reference, and then 6.25 right here. So I'm going to go ahead and fold that back, and basically this is what we're doing. I'm not doing any crazy scoring. There's so much wiggle room in here. I'm not worried about having extra leeway because, I don't know, I just feel like there's a lot of room in here. Otherwise, I would have made another extra score. So, and that's all we're doing, really just gluing it. And this is going to be our handle right here. My handle, well, my little ledge. And I'm just going to glue it so you can kind of build. I need the scoreboard. I'm using it so you can kind of like eyeball it and see how you're going to build your album. So your choice is you can stick it on like that, right? Or you can stick it on like this. It just really depends what you want. But like I said, hers, she just used like a die in the front, and then she must have stuck it on another sheet of paper and did it that way. So if you don't want to waste your scrapbooks and you just want it, or you have just single-sided paper, you can do it that way. So I'm going to take my big 2-inch punch and kind of just put it in the middle. And it's nice if you do it this way, layer by layer, because then you can see what you like and what you don't like. So it doesn't even matter. If your paper's this way and you want to put it on, you can do it that way. If it's this way, it doesn't even matter. It's pretty easy breezy. So let me just seal this up. I'm just going to seal up here. And like I said, there's so much wiggle room here. It's very forgiving not having that extra score. And just pop that on there. And it's gonna look so plain Jane until we put all those pretty, you know, things on there. And then place it however you want. I just kind of centered mine like that. And I'm gonna put mine in the back. Now again, if you don't want that showing in the back, just put another exact size sheet of that, or just fold your paper. So let me see, is the width, I can't remember, is the width? So yeah, if you take a 12 by 6.5 and just fold it in half, you can do that. And I'm going to pop that on here. So that's just going to be our first couple layers. So you can obviously make this as big or small as you want. So let's go for the second or third layer, I guess. This is 1, 2, and then the third layer is going to be a 4 by 10 sheet, and we're going to score it at the 10-inch mark at 1/2 inch and 5¼ inch. So 1/2 inch and 5¼ inch. Just hold that. And again, that little ledge is going to be our thing here, so you know what, my flowers are upside down, so I'm going to do mine this way, but again, it doesn't matter as long as the ledge is just here. So I'm going to grab a little punch and just put it off to the side a little bit. And pop it on there like that. But isn't this fun? I feel like we've kind of done something like this a different way with our albums, but I like this because it does look like a book, and I love the title, a pocket book. I think that's adorable. And I'm just gonna add this on here. Again, if you want to add it this way, you can. If you want to hide it, just do it this way. You can see how quick it's forming and how pretty it already looks. And then the last little front piece before we start decorating, which is definitely going to make this come to life, because it always looks boring before you put on your embellishments and things. So the last little fourth piece is going to be 3 by 6.5 inches. And at the 6.5 inch mark, we're going to do it at 1/2 inch and 3.5 inches. I keep pulling this off like I couldn't rip my paper. So 1/2 inch and 3.5 inches. And that gives you this cute little itty bitty one, which would be great for, you know, maybe some tea, some washi samples, little 2 by 3 photos. So I'm going to use my smaller punch for this one and just place in the middle. Okay, and I'm going to glue that. And like I said, you guys, if it's this way and you put it on, then do it that way. It just really is just however your paper is facing. But this is great for single or double-sided paper. And I'm just going to go ahead and put it on there. So I almost went like smaller, but I liked how hers was quite a few different sizes. I don't know if it's just the way the pocket's measured, but I just like that because it really displays your papers too if you want to show it off. You know what I mean? You don't want to like cover all these pretty papers, especially like the polka dot. Really like the polka dot and keep it there. Now again, if you want, add another sheet of paper over this or just fold it so you don't have to see all that. But I wanted you to see how it's going to look if you do it this way. It's not pretty if you turn it around. All right, and now we're going to go ahead and just decorate this. So for me, I'm just going to add some of these pretty floral embellishments because they're gorgeous. And try to contrast some of that color on here. I hate when I don't do this prior because I'm always digging as if I'm sitting here by myself. So actually I want something. I really want to use this, but I've been wanting to use this the past few times, but I just haven't really seen anything. Maybe we can add this fun thing because it's just fun and I want to add it. So where is my phone tape? Oh, guys, it's on the floor again. I told you, I'm very naughty. I shouldn't be on the floor. Anyways, when you get like over 40, I feel like you shouldn't be on the floor. But my mom's like, you're gonna be sorry every time she saw me on the floor. I'm like, it's fine. And now I'm like, nope, she's 100% right. So there's that. Moms are always right, aren't they? And you've got these little clips, which are adorable. And I used them on another album before, but I just like that there. It just adds a little bit to it. I'm just going to add a little card in here. Actually, it's getting too rainbowy on me, so I don't want to make it too much rainbow to where like you're dizzy seeing things. So I like this flower because it kind of leans against it like that, but I don't really have another piece like that. So I might have to make something here, like make my own little wall of flowers. So let me try this and try to stack it with something, because I don't want too much green or pink. Oh, where's those puffy stickers I have? Yeah, we can stack something with that. I still have a few of these stickers left, luckily. And I think last time I used a little bird and I really liked it. So I'm going to keep that there. And of course, you can just add whatever you want here. So on my little page, I didn't put anything here, but that's also an option for like a photo or something. For this one, I really just stapled a project card. I don't know why, but I did that. And maybe I can find one. I really like a little tag or something. Maybe like one of these tags. My desk is half clean, half bomb. So we have a 4-day weekend here in the South for, you know, not everyone gets it. Some people get 3, some get none. But we had a 4-day weekend. It was super filled. It was nice just to be in here today. It's been really go, go, go. And I really should be grocery shopping, but I'm not. All right, I'm going to try and do that tomorrow. Maybe just like put something like that there instead of the what do you call it, project card, because I don't know why I did that. There was nothing wrong with it, but I just want to see what the tag looks like. So I'm going to open this little pocket up in here and I'm going to staple it on. Ooh, I think that's too low. So just make sure if you do that, don't staple your pocket, just kind of like have it. And it just gives it, you know, more layers, I guess. It makes it look like it's more than it's not. It makes it look more than it is. And look, even the cutest little thing for the pocket right here. But do you see how fun that already looks? It really looks fun. And you can just add so much in here, even like for the holidays, if you're doing hot cocoa, maybe your little marshmallows, because again, I didn't score it, but you still have so much room. So if it's filled up, like, let me just give you an example. So this is obviously that album I had on my desk like last week. It's still here. But if you see, and it's thick, right? Like you can put something thick in here. And I mean, it's still fine. It's just going to be really full. So this is a great little pocket album, you know what I mean? So anyways, I think it looks fine just like this, because when you add your ribbon, it's gonna add so much more. So I kind of put my dies on the bottom so that when I do my ribbon here, you can kind of just like tuck it in and it will look like a book. You could put on the ribbon however you want. I mean, there's a million ways you can do this. And then you can tie it and it really looks like a book. I love her little touch to the ribbon. I'm going to see if I can tag her. I don't know if she has a YouTube because I found it on a blog. But it's just so cute. I haven't been that inspired, so I just started kind of hanging around Pinterest. And of course, Pinterest always, always inspires me. I don't know about you guys, but I needed something. I was like, my channel is not inspiring me. I need something else. And then it just comes out to this cute little book. I feel like I need one more thing. So she had like a little thing that went across hers like this. Maybe something like that. So anyways, this is the cute little book. Do you guys like it? It's so much fun. I actually really, I don't know. I love this one. I feel like it came out better because I had some bigger dies, but they're both really fun. And you can just fill it up and, you know, I think anyone would love to have this. So thanks so much, you guys. Hope you enjoyed this one.